Hi all, welcome back to i-tutor Academy. Today we will start with the Unit 11, that is Value Engineering and Quality Assurance. So objective of these chapters are understand the concept of value engineering, differentiate between value, cost, and see value engineering in a historical perspective and appreciate the role of value engineering in cost reduction and performance improvement. Identify poor value areas in product and system, learn about the value engineering job plan and appreciate the role of some of the technique of value engineering. Study some cases to see the improvement in product value through value engineering technique use and identify the behavioral and organizational issues involved in value engineering and appreciate the role of quality control, quality assurance, and the quality assessment. Design a single sampling plan. Draw an operating statistics curve for a given single sampling plan and compute the AOQL and assess the process variability. Draw up an X and R chart and decide whether a process is in control or not. Okay, so these are the objectives of this chapter, and in this unit, it's a lengthy unit, and subsection around 16 subsections, and summary is there, and keyword section, self-assessment section, and basic introduction are there. Okay, so we will discuss one by one. First of all, there is a basic concept in value engineering. So, what is value engineering? Value engineering and value analysis. Value engineering or value analysis is an important and powerful approach for improvement in the performance of the products, system, or procedures and reduction in cost without jeopardizing their function. Okay, so that's the definition for value engineering. The term VE and VA are used almost interchangeably. Okay, and other terms used to convey the same concept and are value assurance and value management, that is VM. Okay, and LD Miles defined the value analysis in his book Technique of Value Analysis and Engineering in 1961 as an organized creative approach which has for its purpose the efficient identification of unnecessary cost which provide neither quality nor use nor life nor appearance nor customer features. Okay, so this is the definition by LD Miles. And so various definitions, other definitions also there, so please refer this one from your Igno study material, so you will get many definition for the same. So basically, here the definition, it's an important and powerful approach for improvement in the performance of the product, system, or procedures and reduction in cost without jeopardizing their function. So this is the basic definition for VE or VA. And reason for poor value. One of the important reason for behind poor value in product, system, and procedure that we come across in the lack of organized effort in devising such system. And many times the design are created under highly compressed time frame, and the designer may play safe by giving product design with the sole emphasis on technical feasibility and may prescribe thicker cost layer and material and other unnecessary features which are not needed by the customer. And sometimes ad hoc decision get permanency due to lack of review of product design and often lack of consultation with the other contribution to poor value, and lack of information or wrong belief or habits and attitudes are some of the other reasons. Okay, so here is one table. So this is a distinction between VE and cost reduction. So this is value engineering and convention cost reduction. So please differentiate both. Here 9 points are there from each side. So you can you will get a distinction between VE and cost reduction. Okay, so refer your study material also. In between any doubts, you can contact us anytime. And historical perspective, what is the historical perspective of value engineering? It had its origin at the General Electric Company, that is GEC. As a result of World War II, many material were in short supply, and LD Miles was associated with the its committee to identify substitute material without sacrifice in quality and performance. And he organized a formal methodology in which a team of people examined the function of products manufactured by GEC, that is General Electric Company. Through team oriented creative techniques, they made changes in product to lower their cost without affecting their utility and quality. This methodology was given the name value analysis, that is VA, and LD Miles, who wrote his book in 1961, is generally recognized as the father of value engineering. And Miles found that many of the substitute used were providing equal or better performance at a lower cost. And the first organization to initiate a formal VE program was Navy Bureau of Ships in 1954. And in 1959, Society of American Value Engineering, that is SAVE, was set up to propagate the philosophy of value engineering. And many companies in USA, UK, Japan, etc. subsequently stepped for formal VE programs. Okay. In India, VE or VA is now a well recognized program, and many organizations in military and navy as well as other public and private sector have set up directorate or cell of value engineering. And the professional society, Indian Value Engineering Society, came up to create awareness, and they publish a journal, organize the conference, and provide other services. It is now considered as an effective management tool. Okay, next is functions and values. What is the functions and values of this and type of value? The term value is used in many different ways and is frequently confused with the monetary price or cost of the item. However, value is not synonymous with the cost, and value may be perceived as the ratio of the sum of positive and negative aspect of an object, and this value can be considered as a composite of quality and cost. It is more in terms of worth or utility. Thus, a ratio of quality to cost can be treated as the value of a product. If its cost can be reduced, or same quality or quality can be improved with the same cost, then the value improvement can be said to occur. And the third term value can be divided into four, that is use value, esteem value, cost value, and exchange value. The use value is the properties and qualities which accomplish a useful purpose or service. Esteem value is the properties or features or attractiveness which cause us to want or own it. Cost value, the sum of labor, material, and various other costs required to produce it, and the properties or qualities which enable us to exchange it for sometime else we want, that is the exchange value. Function. Function is the basic purpose of an item or an expenditure, and it may also be catalyst that makes the item work or make it sell. And Miles defines function as the basic purpose of each expenditure, whether it be for hardware, the work of a group of men, a procedure, or whatever is to accomplish a function. So that is the about function. And type of function, VE disciplines deals with the function of item, product, system, and procedure, and it is a functional approach, a customer oriented approach, and identification of the function therefore constitute an important aspect of VE. The term function is used to mean the purpose or use of product. That is, function is basic function, the primary purpose of a product. The secondary function, other purpose not directly serving the primary purpose but supporting it. And many a time poor value may result in because the function have not been precisely understood, and redundant or unnecessary function have been imposed. And value test, VE, is essentially a questioning attitude looking at the function and cost. LD Mile designed a set of value tests to ascertain whether there is a scope for value improvement. If their value tests are honestly applied, there is bound to be room for improvement in most of the product system and procedures that we come across. And some of these questions which can work as starters for developing better value alternative could be as follows. So these are the questions here. So thoughts are the, can the design be changed to eliminate the part? Can you purchase it at lower cost? These are the thought related to the C. And identification of poor value areas. By applying the value test, we may come across poor value areas which are responsible for unnecessary cost. This could be in the design of the product, procurement, handling and storage of materials, production process, packaging and distribution of the final product. So once we are able to identify poor value area, we can focus our attention on these also. These unnecessary features can be eliminated. And another way to identify the poor value area is through function cost matrix approach. And if a function is relatively less important but account for a larger percentage of product cost, then it is a potential area for value improvement. And by determining alternative cheaper way to achieve that function, we can reduce the cost and improve value. In simple term, a soundly conducted value analysis program should essentially provide answer to the following question: what is the item, what does it do, and how much does it cost? Can anything else do the same thing, and how much does that cost? So these are the question for the same. Okay, so this is about today's session, and next session of this unit we will discuss on next video. And in between any doubts you can contact us, and for more MBA series you just do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.
i-tutor Academy presents IGNOU MBA complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 217 885.